Hi guys, this is how to build a 1v1 map. So first you have to go into creative, launch up any map. You go into devices, you get item spawners, you get player spawners, and you get the barrier. So first of all you place a wooden floor, then you place a barrier. Looks like this. Copy the settings that I do, so any setting for this one, I like Nebula Red, or yeah, I'm going to go for Nebula Red. Base visible during game, no. Barrier width 100, barrier height 100, so it goes across a big wall. That's it, that colour. Then you place another, exact same settings. Then you place 2 floors this time, and then edit this one like this, and then place a barrier again, exactly same settings. Nebula Red 100 and then 100. And then this time place this and this, then a cone and 3 floors. Edit these floors like so, and then edit the cone like this. The floor should break, and that's what's meant to happen. Place another barrier, Nebula Red, height 100, width 100, and whoops, 100. And there should be no spaces. But today we're not, that's just how to place the barriers, but today we're not going to be doing a barrier map. Today I'm going to show you the best settings to have, how to make the best 1v1 map with the best sunset settings, which I came up with. Look, why did you leave? Oh. So first of all, guys, get the player spawns and the item spawners, but you already should have them. We could just go to the edge of the map over here, and drop the spot barrier. Now, I recommend going here and just going whichever one of these you want. For example, I might go with, I don't know, the lighthouse gallery. It doesn't have the right type of stairs, so we'll go round to the lucky tower gallery and then just get a staircase and get another staircase, for example. So that's the build fight, and then you'll go get some item spawners. For example, we could have 4, put all the settings: time before first spawn instant, time between spawns 1 second. Do that setting on all of them, and we'll skip ahead until we've finished doing the settings. Okay, now we've finished the settings on the item spawners. You will get the player spawn plate. Put one there. This for example is a 2-person build fight that we're making, so we'll put 2 player spawns here and there. And then once you've done that, you can pick whichever weapons you want. So for example, I think the best guns for a build fight will be the golden charge or the golden leather action shotgun. I'll choose them as my shotguns for the build fight. So we'll drop both of them into the same spawner, so that's the shotgun spawner. And then ARs, we can go with a purple scar or a purple burst assault rifle, and we'll place them in the AR spawn like so. And then usually for healables I would go with minis and bandages, so we'll get the minis and the bandages. So we'll drop the mini into there, and the bandage into there. And now you can sort of just have whichever sort of item you want to make the build fight more interesting. So you could go with a harpooner or maybe even a jetpack. I'm gonna go with some traps. I'll go with a damage trap, or wherever, if I can find it. There it is, damage trap. So we'll go 5. You get 5 if you pick one of it up. So goes in there. Damage trap, which can't pick up yet because the game's not started. So there we have the basic build fight. And if you wanted to add some sort of like, you know, like scenery, you would get the barrier, and you would get some of these, whichever ones you like. So I would sort of go with maybe like a I'm not too sure what ones I like. I would go for example, maybe I could go with the Lazy Link's shop, sorry. And then I could go with a Lucky Cafe, and you have to click X and then click one of the square, the left or right, or on keyboard and mouse you click any of the numbers. And I could go with a Movie Set Ducks, and maybe a Paradise Palms Computer Cafe. So we've got 4 sort of buildings. So you'd go on this, hold this, place the buildings. There we go. I can't see it anymore. It's quite glitchy whenever I do creative for me, to be honest. So there you have 2 buildings, side on one of them. So we've got the Lucky Cafe and the Lazy Link's shop. So we could again go with the Movie Set Docks and just place it sort of over there. Then we could go with the sort of computer cafe thing, and then you would go over here, put the barrier, just keep it on invisible, barrier width 100, barrier height 100, go across because you won't be able to get past there in game. Then again you can go with barrier invisible 100 and 100, and there. And then you would sort of just place the barrier again. Same settings, except I didn't do the settings right. And then you would go again with the barrier, and the same, you know, barrier depth 1, height and width both at 100. Except I've done that wrong again. And there you have it. So now we'll move on to the settings. So if you came here for the sunset setting video, in the time of day would go for 4 AM, and then give camera filter default, light brightness about 40 sort of percent, the light colour magenta, like the ultimate sunset, then fog thickness about 40%. And the fog colour you could sort of go with like a sort of black, and it's like a nice sort of sunset. You're going about 20%, and that's a nice sunset. Starting shields 100, infinite ammo on, resources infinite on, max resources 999, harvest style barrier, allow to edit default, building can destroy environment, no environment damage off, and then eliminate players' items, keep, allow item drop. All of these, keep them on the default. Respawn time, I'll go 1 second. Full damage off. Well, to make it proper build out, you'd go for spawn out, full damage on, so I'll go with that. Jump fatigue off. Cleaner building. Glider redeploy off. Play flight off. Play flight sprint. Flight speed. We'll just go with the default. Name location team only. Health granted on elimination. Go straight to a 10,000 and then go back down to 200. So that's full siphon. Look back to when you started. And player elimination audio, I would go with on. keep all of these so far the default, how they already are. Time limit, just go whatever you want. I usually put it on none. Keep all these on the default. Join in progress spawn. Player collision off, so you can just go straight through players. And then name it whatever you want. I'll name it build fight. And apply. And then there you have it. You should be able to start the game. Be on 100. You should spawn straight on the spawn pads. And if we just go over to try and see the cafe, we will go until we see this wood. We can't go anymore. Can't break it. Can't go. So there you have it. It's build fight 1v1 map. Clean 1v1 map. Sunset settings. And if you wanted to make it that little bit better, if you wanted to make it that little bit better, you would end the game, return to Ireland. You would just go on your creative devices. You could maybe go up and maybe add a map indicator device. Just add it wherever you want because it doesn't show up in game. So I could add it, and then icon none. Text icon color, just keep it on default, because then you could put text. You could put sunsets. I'll put sunset build fight. And I'll put the text colour in orange, and then you can see on the map sunset build fight. Or I could put it on purple so it looks like a nice sunset. You could put on whatever colour you want really. So there you have it. Sunset build fight map. And if you wanted to make it that little bit more special, you could always add, you know, a couple of phone booths around, but do be aware that these things are very glitchy, so you should be careful of that to make sure that you don't glitch too much. And if you wanted, you could make a separate area of the map with edits or zombies or something like that. And you could put maybe a rift here, and you could put a rift over here. Just keep them on the default. As long as you have one rift, it'll be fine. So we'll start the game. So we're spawning with the 8-ball skin. We would go through the rift and through the barrier into the computer cafe. And if we try get back to the barrier, we're stuck outside unless we go through the rift. So